Hi, I'm Vicky. I love books and enjoy reading. The first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is to read. If I go for a run, I listen to an audiobook. In my leisure moments, I read whilst enjoying some good music. Are you an avid reader or you're not learning how to read? Maybe you used to enjoy reading, but somehow it has become a thing of the past. Come on this journey with my guests and I as we dive into various books and themes these books talk about. Every week, I speak to various authors who are behind life-transforming books, as well as promote various stakeholders within the publishing industry. The Kiddie Zone segment on the show is meant specifically to ignite reading interest in your child. Watch the Writer's Blog on this station this and every Saturday at 4:30 p.m. and on Sunny 88.7 FM every Saturday at 1 p.m. This program is powered by Reveal Multimedia and supported by The Writer's Blog. Read, write, indulge your mind.
Thank you so much for tuning in and joining us here on the Writer's Blog Talk Show, a program designed to celebrate authors and their works. We are looking at promoting Ghanaian authors, kiddie authors, all kinds of authors. And it is our hope that you'll be blessed, empowered to become an avid reader. And if you have the desire to write, you would write as well. I'm Vicky Amwa. Thank you so much once again for joining us. We are coming to you live from La Palm Royal Beach Hotel. It's uniquely golden, traditionally Ghanaian. So at any time, you're looking for a very serene environment to spend some quality time with your friends and family, this is the place to be. You can get a room for as low as $85. You get my drift? So pass by anytime. Look at the numbers scrolling right there down the screen and you will be a blessing. Today, my guest is Baaba Cofie, a woman who has had the courage to pour her life out into a book about how she struggled with infertility and how through friends and family and of course medical support and help, she was able to pull through. When I return after this commercial break, I'll be speaking to her and discussing from her book titled In the Womb of Time. Stay with us.
Ako Books Audio makes African books accessible and available for everyone, anytime, anywhere, on a wide variety of mobile devices, including computers, tablets, and of course, mobile phones. My name's Amma Dadson, and I'm founder of Ako Books Audio, a digital streaming platform, an African spoken word experience provider. We transform African books into exciting and engaging audio experiences that make reading affordable, convenient, and fun. We offer readers a library of top-notch African authors and literary voice talent through listening to audiobooks and audio programming. With over 300 titles in over 20 categories, including fiction, biographies, and children's books, we aim to be the world's largest African audio digital library, promoting audio literacy in English, French, and African languages.
Asante from Anyedu. Anyedu is a children's company, a multimedia children's company that wants to help parents to raise successful and blessed kids. We believe that all children have potential and it has to be unleashed. So we are helping parents to unleash this potential, and especially for us as Africans, we believe that this is our time. This is when we can make an impact in this world. We want to raise a new generation of strong, confident, bold African children who would change the world, change the narrative of an African in the world. We are starting from Ghana. We are hoping that we will be able to reach the whole of Africa and let the children know that, look, they can do anything that they want to do, because through Christ all things are possible.
Welcome back. Like I told you, my guest today is Baaba Cofie. Now, Baaba is a founding partner and senior PR consultant at Mahogany Consult, a public relations, events, and change management consultancy. Mrs. Cofie is the head of programs and a lecturer at the School of Communication Studies, Wisconsin International University College. She is the founder of Live, Move, Have Your Being, LMB, a Christian non-for-profit organization that seeks to empower families to manage and overcome fertility and pregnancy challenges through knowledge and advice, psychological counsel, and of course, Christian support. Baaba Cofie is the author of the novel we are about to discuss today, In the Womb of Time, that tells her personal challenges with pregnancy and infertility. She holds a Master of Philosophy degree in Communication Studies, Public Relations, and Print Journalism from the University of Ghana, Legon, and a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree in Theatre Arts, specializing in theatre directing and music from the same university. Baaba, you're welcome.
Hello, thank you. It's so good to have you.
Same here.
Sure, glad to. How are you doing?
I'm well, by the grace of God only.
Wonderful. Now, whenever I look at this book, content in it, I've read it several times. I say to myself, how did she get the courage to put her life and herself out there like that? What was the inspiration? Or what is the inspiration behind this book?
Yeah, I get asked that question a lot because it is more like a taboo, to more or less scribble your life's experiences in a book. And people have asked me, why did you do it? Why did you tell the whole story? Why? Because some people needed to know that they are not alone, and some people needed to go through healing. And so that is why I put it in the book. And I always say that I had certain experiences that I felt I was alone in. So, for instance, going through a period of infertility, going through difficult pregnancy, losing the baby, and all of that. A lot of people go through that, and everything is kind of swept under the carpet. You're not supposed to come out, and all of that. Truth is, if you don't come out, if you don't tell your story, other people feel like I'm alone. But when you do, the number of people who have reached out tell me that, wow, I've read your book several times. I feel like I'm you. I've gone through the same thing. How can you help me?
And so
now, that is the reason why I wrote the book, and that's the inspiration.
In the Womb of Time. How long did it take you to write this?
About a month.
About a month.
Yes, just about a month. And I finished writing it actually on the anniversary, the 5th anniversary, after I lost my baby. That was the exact day I finished writing the book.
Wow. It has about 120 pages. Lovely design indeed. Now, ending from that note, let's begin from there. The period of infertility, tell us about it, and then you finally becoming pregnant and losing the child?
Yes. So I got married in 2010, and as a young lady, one of the things that you want is to just have a baby and move on with your life. And so we tried getting pregnant. It was not happening, and I started to fret. Now I was fretting because I was wondering. My mind is a bit crazy, so I was wondering, oh God, is there something wrong with me? My husband, on the other hand, was like, hey, chill. It will happen when it will happen. But no, I needed to do something about it. So 2 years down the line, it was still not happening, and now I was getting very worried. So I went to hospital. In fact, I went to a lot of hospitals. All the doctors said there's nothing wrong with you. It will happen, but I was scared. Over a period of time, finally we got pregnant, and I remember so well the day I found out I was pregnant. I was over the moon. I was so excited.
Yeah.
But 6 months down the line, my water broke unexpectedly. I went to hospital and they told me that it doesn't look good. It was likely my baby was going to come out. I was going to go into labor within 24 hours. But that didn't happen. And it was very interesting. I was 25 weeks pregnant at the time. And so somehow the doctors were able to manage me. I was on a lot of antibiotics because the fluid, the lipo, they call it lipo, the water around the baby was still leaking, and it leaked for like 10 weeks. So when I was every single day, all the time, I had to take about 10 showers a day to prevent infection because the water kept dripping. And at a point I was like, well, how much water is around this baby? When I was 32, so I was slated to have an emergency, a cesarean section at 34 weeks. But when I was 32 weeks, then the infection, I finally got an infection. The very infection we're trying to avoid. So I was rushed to hospital. They had to do an emergency cesarean section. Took the baby out. I didn't hear my baby cry. So when they took the baby out, I kept asking, have they taken the baby out? Is he okay? Blah, blah, blah. So my gynae came in and said, the baby is out, but he needs oxygen. He's fine. We'll bring him to you so you can see him. But that didn't happen. The next time I knew, I was in the ward. Anyway, so they asked the pediatrician to come talk to me. The pediatrician came in and said, oh, your baby is fine, but we have to move him to the neonatal intensive care unit, so that's fine. Within the time I was in hospital, I was there for like 4 days, and my mom would come in wearing white, like everybody was happy for me. I was like, okay, that's nice. One day I told my husband that I have been going to the hospital to check on the baby, and he said yes, he's fine and blah blah blah. Then I go home after 4 days. I had a nap, woke up, then everybody just came into my room. And that was when I realized that no, my baby is not alive. I just knew that no, the baby died. So apparently the baby died 8 hours after they took him to me. And I didn't know, and nobody told me. So that was I think it still is the most difficult news I've ever heard. It was terrible. I felt like, oh God, let me just die as well. Because I was living with this pain. When you go to a cesarean section, it's really painful. So I was living with this pain of being cut, and yet there was no baby, to show for it. And even beyond the pain, the process, the journey, of going through that difficult pregnancy, and to what end? So at that point, I felt like, wow, I had a lot of questions in my mind. But I always remember Job, when he said that he wasn't going to question God. He was angry with himself, and he said a lot of terrible things, about the day he was born. He cursed the day he was born, and he never cursed God. And it's one of the scriptures that encouraged me and my husband. My husband read Job, I think, like 5 times. Then there was a day he said, I'm tired of reading Job. I'm not going to church again. So, he will encourage me, I'll encourage him, and it was a difficult time, But thank God, there's always a reason why everything happens in our lives, especially as Christians. Somebody told me that perhaps it's because we didn't pray enough. That's why you lost your baby. Somebody
said that to you?
Oh yes, somebody said that to me. You've not heard the worst. Somebody told me that now, wow, assume all your life in Azadi ways. How come? It doesn't make any sense. But yes, and at the time, of course, I couldn't have known the reason why it happened. Sometimes you blame yourself. Maybe I didn't take care of myself well. Maybe I shouldn't have carried this thing. Or maybe it's because I did that or I did that. That is why I asked God, did I do something wrong? Maybe I committed a certain sin that I didn't know. So all these are things that ran through my mind as the days went by.
So what was that support system you had? Because obviously you pulled through, you conceived again, and you get there as we progress. But what kept you going? Those guys, not just you, but your husband as well.
Men have a funny way of hiding their feelings. So he's a typical man. I hope he's watching you so that I just said that. So family, I have a very close knit family. My mom, my dad, my sisters, they would come around, they would speak encouraging words, and all of that. But I know they were also going through their own pain and their own loss, because it was not just me. But the biggest, support was really the Word of God. I kept reading and I kept reading and I kept praying, and there were times I didn't feel like praying, but I was just reading. And some way, somehow, people would just call me, encourage me with the Word of God. When I am weak, then I am strong. I kept just speaking the word over and over again. And amazingly, one of the things that really helped me was your album. I kept listening to songs by Vicky Amwa. And that really helped. So music, worship, the word of God, that sustained me. And the family that I have. And my husband really, he put aside every emotion he was going through, every difficulty. It was like, I'm just there for you. And there were times he would tell me that I need to be strong for you. Because I would ask him, are you okay? Are you really okay with this? And he said, no, I need to be strong for you. So don't worry about me. So that's how I came through it. And I'm glad now I sit here and I'm happy it happened.
This is amazing. When we are back from this week, we're talking about your second conception.
This is the Writer's Blog Talk Show. My guest is Baaba Cofie, and we are discussing from her book, In the Womb of Time. I'm Vicky Amwa. We'll be back after this break.
Books Audio makes African books accessible and available to everyone, anytime, anywhere, on a wide variety of mobile devices including computers, tablets, and of course, mobile phones. My name's Emma Dadson, and I'm founder of Alco Books Audio, a digital streaming platform, an African spoken word experience provider. We transform African books into exciting and engaging audio experiences that make reading affordable, convenient, and fun. We offer readers a library of top-notch African authors and literary voice talent through listening to audiobooks and audio programming. With over 300 titles in over 20 categories, including fiction, biographies, and children's books, we aim to be the world's largest African audio digital library, promoting audio literacy in English, French, and African languages.
Welcome back. This is the Writers Blog Talk Show, right here on your favorite channel. My beautiful dress is cheap, actually. It's very light black. It's by Cofie's Fashion and Makeover. It is a one-stop shop for all your beauty needs. Their services include makeup, nail art, pedicure, manicure, braids, wig cap, hairstyling, and so much more. My total makeup, my hair, my costume, my beautiful nails, everything is by Cofie's Fashion and Makeover. So we have amazing friends like this for every occasion. Whenever you need them, just give them a call, 0545 988607. In fact, they are located at Second Link, Chapel Squares, Common Estate. They will sort you out just like that. At Cofie's Fashion and Makeover, is in styling, is our hobby. Remember, my guest today is Baaba Cofie, and her book, In the Book of Time. Now, she shared with us earlier how the journey through losing a very first child, the trauma, the experiences, and how through friends and family and a very formidable, social system, she was able to overcome not just her, but her husband and her entire family as well. Now, God being so good, she has two wonderful children.
Yeah.
But she's going to share with us the journey from after you lost your first.
Okay, so after I lost the first, I became hysterical. Now, at a point, I didn't want to get pregnant. And then a few months after, now I wanted to get pregnant. It's like I just needed a replacement, So we tried doing fertility tests and having some fertility injections here and there and pills. I mean, we did a lot of things. And then at a point, I got tired. And so I stopped. I think 3 months after I stopped all the fertility treatment and everything, just out of the blue, really, I got pregnant. I was so shocked. I was like, really?
It happened, it just took you by surprise.
I was so surprised because we were not even trying to get pregnant, The idea was, let's just enjoy life, just while away the time, and then when we are ready again, then we will try to get pregnant. So when we got pregnant, and this was over a year after we lost the baby, and now because of the first incident, my doctor decided to keep me in hospital for 6 months. And so my first 3 months was at home, and then the rest of the time was in hospital. Now it was very hard.
Yeah.
Very hard to be in hospital for 6 months. And I was in a 3-bedded ward, and so I had 2 people by me. One of them was also going through an IVF, and another had lost 3 babies and was pregnant and was also on bed rest. Now, when I was in hospital, one of the things I observed was that there were so many stories. The lady going through IVF, for instance, it was not successful. The one who had already lost 3 lost the 4th one. when she was in hospital. And so when they left, other women came in with all sorts of issues. Some had come in because they were in pain. Others were looking for babies. Others, so many stories. So what I did was I wrote all these in a book. I kept a journal of everything that I observed in hospital. And I wanted to write a story out of it. But by the time I was out of hospital and I was fine, I realized that I had so much data, so much information. So I decided to turn it all into a book, a novel, because I'm a creative writer. And so a novel is an easy read. It doesn't sound like a textbook or anything hard, so you just read it. Now, when I wanted to write the book, at a point my family was against it. My mom was like, why do you want to tell your personal life to everybody? Just like all the stories I heard earlier. Are you sure you want to write this? So when I started writing, I didn't tell anybody. But however, when I started writing, then I got pregnant again. And that was my third, or now my second. And that happened 8 months after I had my first. So I was like, wow, that was really fast. How did God even do that? And if he knew that he could be so fast, why didn't he do it earlier, And so I had to go through another pregnancy. And interestingly, that pregnancy, I didn't have to be in hospital. In fact, I worked the whole time till the day I had to go to hospital for the cesarean. And that is the story that I always tell people, that one journey can be different from the other, and you don't box yourself in one thing and think that, oh, this is my destiny. No, it is not. It's a journey, and God is taking you through it. So finally, when I had my second baby, I decided that it is time to write this book. And I sat down every night when the kids were asleep. I'll sit up and I'll write. And within a month, I was done writing, and that was it.
This is a book you must read because it will encourage you, whatever it is that you're going through, empower you as well to know that you are not alone. And there's nothing you can't overcome. And out of this came Oask, actually, because it has come to stay. Live, move,
Amen.
And have your being. And I see what a blessing it is for families who are struggling to have babies, and the hope that is bringing to them. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so when I was done writing the book, one of my very good daughters, I call her my PA for life, Agnes told me that we need to do something to promote this book. And so I said, well, I'll start writing, snippets of these real life stories on Facebook. So I started writing, and I called it Pregnancy Tales.
I saw some.
You saw some
real life stories.
Yeah, they are very interesting. And after some time, people started reaching out to me. Said, hey, this story sounds like mine, or this story sounds like a sister of mine that I know. They need help. Can you help them? So when I started getting all these messages, I felt like, how can I help them? Then one day I had a dream. In the dream, I was in a forest, and there were so many women. And some of them were holding babies. Some of the babies were bleeding, others were dead. And they were running towards me and saying, please help us, please help us. When I woke up, I thought it was some satanic attack on my life. I was like, what is this one?
People coming for my children or
exactly.
what?
Are they coming to destroy me? I prayed.
Binded and
cast and put all of them in hell. But, after that, I had a second dream.
Okay.
In that second dream, I was in my mom's living room, and I was hosting a number of women, and it was like a breakfast meeting, talking to them about a host of things. So when I woke up from that dream, I was like, no, there must be something, going on. I was not sure what it was. But then after that dream, Agnes had a dream. And in that dream, I had given birth to another baby. So when she told me, I was like, my friend, please don't come and worry me with another baby. And he said, no, Baaba, you gave birth naturally in my dream. And you can't give birth naturally because you've had so many cesarean sections. I think you're about to birth something. So when she said that, I was like, wow. So I started praying about it, praying about it. That Sunday when I went to church, my pastor, Reverend Eric Oku, was preaching on live, move, have your being. And he said that some people are alive, but they are not living. You know, they are just walking through life, but they are not really living life as they should. And they're not moving, they're not advancing, you know, and they are not well in themselves. And as he preached that message, although it was nothing close to pregnancy, that was all I could hear. That people who are going through pregnancy issues, people are going through infertility, they are not living now. They are just alive and they are there. Some of them, they wish they were not alive, you know, and they're not advancing. They are stagnant, you know, they are not moving ahead in life and definitely not feeling well. And that was when I got the name for this, that live, move, have your being. People need to live, people need to move, they need to have their being. So we started Live, Move, Have Your Being. And the purpose is to support families who are going through infertility or pregnancy-related challenges. And we support with medical advice, we support with psychological counseling, and then we also support with Christian support, so prayer, counseling, etc. Now, a big part of it is the psychological support, which a lot of times we overlook.
Yeah.
But it's a very, very important part of the whole infertility and pregnancy, you know, issue. And so we have a pool of volunteer psychologists who provide these services to persons who come to us for support. And so far, it's been amazing. We have had wonderful stories. You know, one that comes to mind is this woman who had lost 7 children, and she was going to lose the 8th, you know, but we intervened. She's in Tamale. Yes, 7. It's amazing, incredible. She was in Tamale, so we had to give her a midwife, we had to give her a pastor, and with that support, although her 8th one came premature, the baby survived, and he's very fine. He's bigger than myself, you know, now. And we've had a lot of these success stories. And so it is to God be the glory.
Hallelujah.
Because now everything makes sense, and it is the reason why the Bible says that all things work together for good for those who love the Lord and who are called according to his purpose. And so that was it. It was purpose at work, but I didn't know.
So if really somebody is watching us today and needs this kind of help, because I can guarantee there are many people out there who find themselves in either of these situations, how do they get in touch with you for support and help?
Okay, so we are on Facebook and Twitter at LMB Series.
Okay.
And or just Google or look us up, Live, Move, Have Your Being. You can send us a message, or you can just send us your number, we'll call you back.
Okay.
You know, and so yes, at LMB Series on Twitter, Live, Move, Have Your Being on Facebook. And when you get to Facebook, you can also find a number that you can call.
Okay.
Yes.
That's right. I just wanted to, now talking about family, spouses, and the struggles. There's this part or portion of your book is In the Womb of Time. Page 70. The nurses always alerted us when bringing us a new roommate, an Ivy, and I would always ask, cesarean or normal birth? It's because you had been in the hospital. I'm just taking you back a bit. You had been in the hospital for so long. Ivy was also there for so long?
Yes, she was also there for so long, and she was the one who lost her 4th.
Her 4th,
yeah,
okay.
so she left me in hospital.
Okay. Now, this question was vital because it was indicative of the number of days the patient will stay with us. Now, call us selfish, but we couldn't wait to have the room to ourselves anytime a third person was admitted. Now, this admission was a cesarean, and we were not thrilled. The young Ashanti dark-skinned woman was wheeled into our room, almost asleep, around 4 p.m., accompanied by her mother, who held her baby. Post-cesarean section pain was worst in the first 3 days, but the effect of the anesthesia and pain medication made a patient drowsy and the person could sleep for hours. Can you continue from there?
I can help you with that.
Uh-huh.
Adwa's husband, though, the man who surfaced 2 days after his wife gave birth to their third girl. Adwa's husband was dressed in a long-sleeved cream shirt and a flying tie that touched his belt, which was seen around his navel. He also wore brown trousers whose size enhanced his legs and had obviously seen better days. Don't judge.
Yes, please.
When he walked into the ward, he didn't say hello to his mother-in-law. Neither did he rush to hold his baby as we expected him to. However, as soon as Adwa's mother saw him, she quickly stood up from her chair and offered him her seat. Ow, Asel, a Twi-word meaning in-law. Sit down and let me bring your baby to you. He sat down, took the baby in his arms for 2 minutes and gave her back to Asel. After about 10 minutes of silence, Grandma decided to break the ice. Asel, you know, nowadays when you have a girl, it is just as great as having a boy, because education has made it possible for girls to work as hard as the boys. She looked up to view the emotionless expression on his face, which had not changed much. However, she continued anyway. I am sure this girl can even be a footballer. She laughed at her own joke, but at least got a smile from Asel with that statement. At that, he got up and told Grandma he had to leave. Not a word to his wife, and definitely not a goodbye to his daughter. Ivy and I could have strangled him. So, yeah, and he didn't want a third girl. He wanted a son, you know, and this woman just come out of cesarean section in pain, no spousal support.
And all he could think about was the fact that she was a girl.
Yeah.
What is wrong with girls?
I have no idea. I love girls, and I mean, I'm sure you do.
I do. Absolutely do.
You know, but those are some of the challenges that women go through. And I don't want to pin it on the men, that men are bad. No, a lot of men are offering support. But unfortunately, others are not. And so women go through this process feeling alone and lonely. Okay, and so I always encourage the men that it is already difficult to go through this process. And so going through it alone is just not right.
That's right.
It is not, it's physically not right, it's psychologically not right. And so every woman going through this challenge needs support.
That's right.
Needs support. And we should not see it as, oh, it's a normal thing. Every woman goes through it. It's not normal. You know, and that is where postpartum depression and all those things come to play because there is no support.
Well, but LMB can help you. If you know anybody struggling with this, just visit their Twitter handle or Facebook handle is @LMB series. They have some contact numbers. You can just send them a message or give them a call, and they will be at your doorsteps to help you out by the grace of God. This is the Writer's Blog Talk Show. My guest is Baaba Cofie, and we are discussing from her book, In the Womb of Time. I'm Vicky Amwa. We'll be back after this break.
Hello, my name is Baaba, and you're welcome to TWB Nuggets. Whenever we are reading a book and the book is super interesting, we don't want to miss a page. And we always have this very funny habit of folding the top edge of the book in a dog ear form. Yes, this is called a dog ear form. This is not good. So you don't miss a page, just make sure you get yourself a bookmark. This is a bookmark. So instead of folding it in a dog ear form, just insert your bookmark at the page where you don't want to miss, and then put it back on the shelf or wherever you picked your book from. That is all you need to do. And that is our tip for today. My name is Baaba. Bye for now.
Hi, love books and enjoy reading. The first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is to read. If I go for a run, I listen to an audiobook. In my leisure moments, I read whilst enjoying some good music. Are you an avid reader, or you're not learning how to read? Maybe you used to enjoy reading, but somehow it has become a thing of the past. Come on this journey with my guests and I as we dive into various books and themes these books talk about. Every week, I speak to various authors who are behind life-transforming books, as well as promote various stakeholders within the publishing industry. The Kiddie Zone segment on the show is meant specifically to ignite reading interest in your child. Watch the Writer's Blog on this station this and every Saturday at 4:30 p.m. and on Sunny 88.7 FM every Saturday at 1 p.m. This program is powered by Reveal Multimedia and supported by The Writer's Blog. Read, write, indulge your mind.
Interesting discussions right here on the Writer's Blog Talk Show. We are coming to you live from La Palm Royal Beach Hotel, uniquely golden, traditionally Ghanaian. You should pass by. They have amazing packages, discounted rooms just for you, special discounts, weekend discounts actually, for you, your special someone. However, just to enjoy, have some good lunch, look at the serene atmosphere here and just have some fun. I'm still here with Baaba Cofie. We're rounding up, discussing from her book, In the Womb of Time. Baaba, it has been an amazing journey for you, and I really, truly thank God for your life, because if you had not endured, I don't think we'll be here today. And all these other families you're blessing through that special ministry that has been birthed out of it wouldn't have such great opportunities. So just look into that camera and talk to someone who's either going through this or knows someone who is. Simply put your last words to someone today.
Okay, so having or going through infertility or pregnancy-related issues happens a lot. You are not alone. Don't think that, oh, how come only me in this family? I'm the only one who is facing that. But you're not alone in the world. You're not alone in this country. And so I would want to tell you today that don't put your life on hold because you are going through a challenge. Now, if that happens, one day you will be angry and upset at yourself, and you'll be driving yourself to a place that will cause you to be depressed, to be angry, to be bitter, and all of those things. Instead of putting your life on hold, put your life rather, or lay your life rather before God. God is able to do all things. And once you have trusted Him with your life and with everything else around you, trust me, in due time, you would see the results of your labor. Also, I want you to know that you need support and you need help. Don't keep everything to yourself. You need to speak up. Have somebody that you talk to. If you don't have anybody to talk to, come and talk to me. I am ready to talk to you. All right? Because I know how it is like. The journey is very lonely. Have somebody you talk to. And please, don't stop praying. Prayer is really the key, and prayer works. Okay? And even if you don't believe in God, trust me, because of this reason, start believing in God. Start reading the Bible, and you would be amazed at the miracles that God can work for you.
You will be amazed at the miracles that God can work for you. Well said, Baaba. How do we get copies, and where do we get copies?
So you can contact Kwabena at Manor of Books.
Okay.
I believe the number is scrolling on the screen, so call him. They are really our sole distributor. And you can also contact us still on Facebook, and you can order a book, and we will send it to you, or we'll dispatch it to you.
Well, you can also get in touch with us right here on the Writer's Blog Talk Show. If you want a copy, we will get you one. Not for free, though. How much is it going for?
30 CDs.
Only 30 CDs. And this is her true life story, fertility issues, and how God has blessed her with 2 amazing children. If I had my own way, I'd have shown you the pictures of these wonderful children. God can do just about anything, only if you believe. Baaba Cofie, thank you so much for coming on the show. And I do hope that someone is blessed today.
I do hope to.
Yes, we'll see you again.
Yes.
When your second and third book and your fourth book is out.
Oh, yes.
All right. Thank you so much, dear viewer, for watching us today on the Writers Blog Talk Show. Remember, we came to you live from La Palm Royal Beach Hotel, uniquely golden, traditionally Ghanaian. I am Vicky Amma. We are proudly sponsored and supported by Reveal Multimedia and Nyedu, Holy Ever After. Of course, Cody's Beauty and Makeover, with all my beautiful hair, makeup, and all of these. Kind courtesy, Cody's Beauty and Makeover, and all who supports us and hold us high. All right, so we are back same time next week right here on this channel with the Writers Blog Talk Show. The Writers Blog, read, write, indulge your mind.
Thank you for watching the Writers Blog on this channel. If you want to sponsor, partner, advertise, or have your book reviewed on the show, call or send a text or WhatsApp message to, or send an email to, follow us on social media. This program is powered by Reveal Multimedia. Join us next week for another exciting edition. The Writers Blog. Read, write, indulge your mind.
Congratulations to Vicky. She's been so amazing. She's been able to find a niche for us Christian parents who are just looking for ways to empower and encourage our children.
Seeing kids, parents, teachers coming together to talk about books, to talk about reading. I believe that the little ones who came around today have learnt a lot.
It was amazing, and I loved the part of the kids where you could color, you could build houses out of blocks, make whatever you want.
It's a kind of a marketplace where we brought together both writers to think through and relate to the value of reading.
Today has been awesome. We've been able to introduce more people to the awesome work that Janelle has done. The 2 books were nicely patronized, and we thank you.
Coming face to face and joining many authors who have written amazing inspirational books was an exciting one for me. Also, the active involvement of children, especially at a young age, is a good turning point, especially for this particular program.
With God's help, it's going to get better and bigger. Great job, Writers Blog, and we wish you all the best.
If you want to be part of our book club, or you want your child to be part of our kiddie reading sessions, send us a text or WhatsApp message with the word book club to 055 253 5036 or 020 842 8322.
Hi, I'm Vicky. I love books and enjoy reading. The first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is to read. If I go for a run, I listen to an audiobook. In my leisure moments, I read whilst enjoying some good music. Are you an avid reader, or you're not learning how to read? Maybe you used to enjoy reading, but somehow it has become a thing of the past. Come on this journey with my guests and I as we dive into various books and themes these books talk about. Every week, I speak to various authors who are behind life-transforming books, as well as promote various stakeholders within the publishing industry. The Kiddie Zone segment on the show is meant specifically to ignite reading interest in your child. Watch the Writer's Blog on this station, this and every Saturday at 4:30 p.m. and on Sunny 88.7 FM every Saturday at 1 p.m. This program is powered by Reveal Multimedia and supported by The Writer's Blog. Read, write, indulge your mind.